Hello, personal finance students. This is the final week, and we have two simple projects. One of them, I have put 25 multiple choice questions related to each outcome, of the course. And please try your best to, answer these questions, these multiple choice questions. Try your best to see if you can find the best answer and therefore that is one of the projects. And if you don't do very well, in these questions, don't be discouraged because your grade mainly comes from your activities in the class and what you have done in the past. This carries, not significant portion, but try to spend time on it and see what your guess, because I use this for the assessment of the course to see how the students, how much they have learned. Then we come here, and this is a discussion. We didn't try to get into the details of credit report and credit scores of the students during this class. That's a part of this, course. And we want you to keep your credit score, credit report, as clean as possible because, that's an important issue. That's why I decided to put a discussion board. In that discussion board, there are some advice to you and you may discuss it, put your discussions, your experience. And a very important, many students don't know that they can get their credit report here. This is a free credit report, and three organizations provide credit reports for free. One of them is Experian, one of them is Equifax, one of them is TransUnion. You can go to any of those websites and ask for your credit report. And some people go and get it from all three. My recommendation is if you can get, because it's free for 1 year. If it is a free, let me show you. Let me see what link it sends us. It gets us to all three, or it sends us to one. And annual credit report, and I think it gets from all three of them together. And if I were you, you can go to Experian and get your credit report from them. And then after 4 months, go to TransUnion and get a free one. And then go to Equifax and get a free one. Rather than, I think if you get it from here, you will get all three of them, which is free. And then next time you want to get, you have to wait for 1 year. If they offer you some free, some promotions of pay something or something, you shouldn't. These are free, therefore don't sign up for extra things that we are going to give you the credit score. Let's not forget, credit report and credit scores are somewhat related, but two different things. Credit report shows how much money you owe, and is it for a student loan, credit card, how you have been paying, and that's called credit report. Credit score is your score. Sometimes you can get it from your bank. Some of you have the application of your bank on your cell phone, and then it gives you your credit report, credit score, but doesn't give you credit report. You get credit report from these three organizations for free. As I said, just sign up for the free, whatever they give, and don't try to use other services that they have. Suppose they might say, if you give us $10 a year, we are going to, send you a credit alert. Anyone access your credit, try not to spend any money or shop anything. It's just the goal. But it's very important to get the free credit report. Go to Experian.com and say, I want my credit. It asks you some questions and see what you have in there. And if you find something, you want to discuss it on there, don't write, your social security on the discussion board. If you do, feel free to go there and say, oh, I went to Experian and or TransUnion or Equifax, or you can get all three of them in one report, but don't post that report itself on the discussion board. But you may refer to that, okay, I had a car loan, I made a payment on time, Therefore, very important to think and come up with ideas what we can do to improve our credit score, because that has a major impact on, on the loans we get, on the job. Of course, not every job requires, a credit report, but even if you have a landlord, you want to rent a car, and it's very good to know about, as much as you know about things that can damage your credit is, you file for bankruptcy, or you pay your dues, your payments late, 2 months, 3 months late. If one time is late, try to pay it, and it monitor your credit. If there is anything wrong in it, you can contact these credit reports and let them know in writing, and therefore you know about your rights. If you don't know what happens unusual, go to ChatGPT and say, there is something on report under my report, I don't know what to do. And even if you want to copy your report to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, can you give me some advice to me about what I can do to, this is my report, and what can you tell me to, therefore it's important that some advice I have to you for you all: stay away from credit cards payment as much as, if you use it, try to pay it at the end of the, month, and stay away from consumer loans. Consumer loans are the ones you use. Let's say you want to travel, and then you put it on your credit card, and then you try to pay payments for several months, or, buy a car, and, therefore, but there are some loans that, we have no other choice, like student loans. I encourage business students, try not to get student loans. But if you have to take it, okay, take it, no problem. But your first priority is not to take it. Then if you go to another school to get your bachelor's degree, if you have to get a student loan, you don't have money, it's definitely go and get it, because a bachelor's degree the value of bachelor's degree is significant. And therefore, or masters or something, therefore you are going to make good money once you have your bachelor's degree. Therefore, if you do not have money for your bachelor's, if you have to borrow, go and borrow. But at the same time, I want you to, know what impacts. Students are going to put great discussions onto discussion board. You will learn a lot, and you can improve your, credit score. And the more you know, and see what things that can damage your score and all those things. Therefore, if you have any questions, just post it on the discussion board, and, and students are going to, answer. And here is, you click here, and these are the questions, multiple choice questions, and you click here and see the postings of the students. If you have some experience in getting your credit from any of these bureaus, please post it on the discussion board for other students, not the report itself, but you can say part of it, just discuss, I got my credit report, I saw it was good, everything for the car, I saw my student loan there, something like that. And, I have kept the other, weeks open. For this week, you will see it here, December 1 to December 5. Please try to complete this quiz by Thursday or Friday, you're posting. And if you have any questions, if you have not submitted any assignment from previous week, go and check and go ahead and submit them. And those of you who wanted still to open a Schwab account, if you didn't, or Fidelity, and you need the $50, I still have money, let me know, I will help you. Some students here in this class did a smart thing that they opened the account. And I strongly recommend that, one of the advice I have for you is try to stay away from loans that you do not need. Be watchful for credit cards. Live below your means. That means that don't try to spend money lavishly. And if you have some money, invest it, take full advantage of, IRA, 401k. And a very important advice is that try to understand where your money is in 401k. Where are they sitting there and earning little interest? Understand the funds that are in your 401k. If I get any chance by the end of the week, I will take you to the website of the, the one that the people who are working for college, we deal with an organization that our 401a is, you all have heard of 401k, but the educators like myself have 401a instead of K. These are similar, for different organizations. I show you different funds that are there. and you will have funds in your 401k. You have to know what funds they are, how much return they give. If you do a smart job, your money can grow. If just you put it there and earn 2-3% interest, that is not smart. That means you are losing money because of the inflation. Anyhow, if you have any questions, you let me know, and we will go from there.